What's up, guys? It's Monaco here, and in this video, we're going to finish talking about the exploration event, and I'm going to do a dancer overview. This is primarily a dancer overview video, but I just now finished the exploration, and I just want to finish talking about that. All right, so the left side of the map turns out is there's not very many locks there. What they end up being is shifting locks. So as you do the levels, the locks shift, and you kind of have to figure out the puzzle as to how to get them to unlock. It requires a good bit of stamina. Basically, what you don't want to do is you don't want to ever try teleport back to the entrance. There's only one occasion where you have to do that, and I believe that's where you clear this first level right here, and then you teleport back to the entrance and go to the Hall of Justice. But aside from that, it's not something that you want to do. Furthermore, as soon as you get the last. Okay, so the treasury, it would seem would be the last area. That's the last area you can clear, but that's not the last area for to get the clear achievement and finish the story and stuff. It turns out that's the sacred throne, and there's a metal mite down there. Um, so that's going to be the area that you use to finish clearing, and then once you get garden rituals unlocked and you finish the moon shrine and star shrine, you can go to the hidden gate and unlock the treasury and then finish the entire map, and you'll get a summon ticket and a spirit ticket. This is a great map to finish, guys. I got a total of 6 summon tickets here. It is absolutely outstanding to get summon tickets. You can summon an entire job just by clearing this map. As a matter of fact, I did. And I got Dancer. So we're going to do a Dancer overview. Alright, let's look at Dancer real fast. Let's go into the deck section and check out the abilities. So the auto abilities are Clutch Drain, which is fairly good. That's going to help with the hard fights and stuff. You don't have to necessarily bring Drain because you have Clutch Drain. So it allows some flexibility there in terms of what you can bring to a fight. It has Heal Drive, Wind and Earth, again, helping out with the heals. I think the HP up and the break power and all that right here are all stuff off my cards, as well as the Enhanced Water and Wind. Although those could be abilities off of the Dancer, I'm not sure. You also get Resist Water, Resist Wind, guys. So Dancer is going to be a great support for Odin because of the Resist Wind that it gets. So I would supplement Dancer for White Mage, at least for Odin, because White Mage doesn't have access to the wind to draw resistances. And then, of course, you get Avert Bio, Avert Crit Down, Improve Criticals, basically all of the other things that the other classes from this particular batch get. One thing of note, the this is the stats on the Butterfly Edge X. Now, you do get the Painful Break, which does help you substantially during the break doing damage. And the 20% magic is kind of a wash when you compare those two. As a matter of fact, the Painful Break is probably slightly better in terms of damage. However, the break power is substantially lower. And as a result, when you combine that with the lower magic, you break much, much slower using the Butterfly Edge X. And I just feel like the Maneater X is just an overall better weapon. So that's what I recommend using, the Assassin weapon, if you have access to it. If not, the Butterfly Edge X is fine. The Elemental Third Strike in conjunction with the Ultimate and just everything that the Assassin weapon brings to the table is just better for Dancer in my mind. So that's what I'll be using in the future. There's going to be very limited opportunities for me to use other things, and I don't feel like it's going to be necessary. I will note that the Dancer weapon is probably pretty good for Thief, because Thief in multiplayer is one of those that kind of wants the Dancer weapon. Um, but outside of Thief in multiplayer, I still feel like the Maneater X, for the time being, is the strongest ranger weapon available. So um, let me get into a fight here and kind of just showcase what Dancer is able to do. I kind of want to come down here and take a look at the Imperial Lich. Anyways, um, another thing about the this area map, this basically completes the first our cards right now in terms of augmentation materials. Now the Shadow Dragon came out, and I believe that's going to be an entirely new series of augmentation materials that we're going to be able to we're going to have to farm for future batches. But at least for what we have in the game right now, this area completes the ability for us to be able to farm outside of high stamina, expensive areas such as Arena. There are three different Imperial Liches that spawn. There's the Imperial Lich, there is the Dryadic Lich, and then there is the Miasmic Lich. So you can choose which one you pick and choose which one you want to farm. Diorite is also available if you need stingers. The Killer Mantis is available. Idleheads are available. And Mind Flayer is also available on this map as well. So there's a lot of great farming opportunities. I'm sure you guys are going to dig into it and try and get into farming this area. Definitely hit this area up hard on Sunday, because that's when all skill seed bonuses unlocked. So, all right, let's get into this and show you the Lich fight on a Dancer. My setup is just pretty standard stuff. 3 single target spells with a support card, and I'll bring a wall into this. So one thing you're going to notice right off the bat is that Dancer's hit points is fairly high. I have 4.3k. All of the recent batch is more of a survival batch in comparison with everything else that we've had in the game up till date. And I'll go ahead and show you the drive heal. As you notice, I drove 3 orbs and got 300 hit points, which is pretty nice. Just kind of adds supplemental healing to whatever else you bring to the fight. A recommended tower setup, at least in my mind for this, is probably going to be haste with Fat Chocobo, and then I'm not exactly sure what I would bring for the other 2 cards. Probably Asmodeus and maybe a Poo-Poo possibly. We'll have to see, wait and see, but I really do feel like Haste and Fat Chocobo are going to perform very nicely for the next tower if you're going to be a Dancer. The reason I say that is because you really don't need heals because of the supplemental healing through your drives and through your clutch ability. So I wouldn't really primarily focus on bringing big heals. Plus, you're going to want to try and suppress the boss as much as possible anyways. So having heals is not really going to do a whole lot for you. So just bring Barrier to kind of mitigate some damage, and then bring Haste to help you keep the boss suppressed. And I feel like that's going to be the best way to go. Nine actions in one turn, guys, is like so big. You have like until you get used to playing with 9 actions and then try to go back to 6, you'll never fully understand how big 9 actions is. It's like taking the 5 action jobs argument and saying, 5 action jobs are bad, and just kind of compounding it by like 3 times, and then and then sitting there trying to make the case to say haste is bad. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. Haste is just a ridiculous card, and anybody who says otherwise is not well informed. So just keep that in mind, guys. So there might be an opportunity here for me to use my ultimate. I'm going to check. I'm going to go ahead and break him with my ultimate, and then finish him off with Wind Fang. So this is kind of the stuff that Dancer does. Just keep in mind that Dancer's ultimate is a low damage, high break ultimate. So therefore, you're never ever going to want to use it during a break. Because it doesn't do a whole lot of damage anyways, and you're just kind of wasting it if you use it during a break. So please keep that in mind. Anyways, that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Dancer overview. Dancer is a great job, and I plan on getting you guys some multiplayer footage with it very shortly. See you guys in the next video.